It's feeling good to be in Kenya, although I've never been here, but I like the environment and we are here to win the game. Although it's going to be a difficult one because they have the home advantage. And yeah, it's always important to give 100%. It doesn't matter if you're going for national team or not. Although if you want to be in the top level, you have to perform like every game. Yeah, this one is going to help me a lot because from there, taking the motivation and came in the camp, I think it's going to be a good game for me and the team. Although Kenya is a difficult team, we already play against them, and I know how it feels to play against Kenya. So, yeah, we are here to win the game, and we see what will happen. Yeah, to play with Musa is very easy because he make everything easy for you because he's an experienced player, and then he like to play with young players and support you. CDB also is a good striker, finisher. If you put the ball in front of him, he can do anything. Yeah, he's a good player. All of them are good. Yeah. He told us how important the game is, although there's a big chance to qualify for the World Cup. But the most important thing is to make the next year AFCON qualify round easy for us. We need to win both games against Kenya and Burundi. But the most important one is right now Kenya because the Burundi game is far for now. But we have to focus on Kenya. He told us what he know about Kenya, so I think we can use that as a weapon against them. Approach is very important. It's an important game for Gambia because although it's going to be a difficult one because Kenya have the home advantage, as I said earlier, and they have their home fans and stuff like that. But it's not going to be easy. We know that, and we need to be prepared for the game. Yeah. The most important thing is like you have to focus and then train hard. It's not easy to get in the Premier League. Although when you look like 3-4 years ago, I was in Gambia, but now I'm playing in the top level, which is not easy. The journey was really hard, but for me, all I do is like focus on God first, and then second is training and to listen to your coaches and then know what to do. They can guide you because they have the right weapons for you to be in the top. So if you listen to your coaches and do what you have to do, pray every time, everything get easy. After God, everything is easy for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, so thank you. The Burundi game, we're playing it here obviously at the moment. Our stadium's still going under renovations back in Banjul, and it really just reduces our travel time. You know, after we play the game against Kenya, we only have a few days before we play Burundi. So if we're able to avoid a flight, you know, and all of just the fatigue that brings, playing it here makes the most sense. We did the same in March in the Ivory Coast. Obviously, we hosted Kenya in Abidjan, and it was for the same reasons, to minimise the fatigue on the players. In terms of the squad, you know, Gambia have over 200, almost 250 players now playing professionally in Europe, and so most young Gambians, there's a lot of talent coming out of the Gambia, but most of them leave when they're 18. You know, the Gambian league is a very youthful league, even more youthful than the leagues here in Kenya, and so a lot of players break into the Gambian first division and second division when they're 16, 17 years of age. You look at a number of our players here, they played in the Gambian league when they were 16 or 17. As soon as they were 18, they were signed by European teams, and of our 24-man squad, I think only maybe 4 or 5 of them are born abroad. You know, the unique thing about the Gambia is of those almost 250 professional players in Europe, over 200 of those, 220 in fact, are born and bred in the Gambia and moved abroad when they were 18. So again, we're just in a great moment in Gambian football where we've got a lot of talent coming through, and we keep track of the league. In June we had a player in the domestic league in the squad. Previously we've had players, but just the competition for places is such that, you know, we go with the best players, and those happen to be playing in the top leagues in Europe.
Coach McKinstry, maybe just one question. How does it feel coming back to Kenya, especially considering the fact that you won 2 league titles, 2 back-to-back titles with Gor Mahia right here, and some of the players you coach, the likes of Sylvester Wino as well as Alpha Onyango, are in the Kenya squad for the World Cup qualifiers against Gambia?
Yeah, look, it's always nice to come back, but ultimately we're here for business. You know, for me, we can enjoy it afterwards. The aim is to try and collect 3 points. We know that's not going to be easy because we expect there to be a very sort of hostile environment. The Kenyan supporters will come out in their tens of thousands to support the Harambee Stars. We've seen that through the Chan tournament, you know, very well supported games here at Kasarani. Obviously Kasarani holds lots of good memories for me. I think my own last 2 games here were trophy winning games in terms of the Charity Shield and the final of the league a couple of years ago. So, but all of that doesn't count for anything. We've got to go on and put a performance and look to try and win the game.
Coach, what's the biggest change you've seen in the Harambee Stars while you were here and after you left? What do you expect
Fighting spirit. Look, there's a lot of things the new coach has changed. I very much like that he is giving chances to domestic players, because you'll remember from my comments when I worked here that I felt that there was a lot of talent in the domestic league, and they deserved their opportunity because there's not as many Kenyan players playing professionally abroad. And so I would rather call up a domestic player performing to a high level than maybe a fourth division player. It's a bit different for us in the Gambia because most of our players are playing in the top divisions of their countries. But so I think opportunities for the local players has been good. I also think the fighting spirit, you saw that when we drew 3-3 back in March. I think the previous Harambee Stars team maybe would have given up at 2-0, whereas this new generation, and you got to remember that was only the coach's first week, and they fought till the dying kick and got the equaliser, which frustrated us, but congratulations to them. And you see even through Chan, there's a never say die attitude. So look, you need to not look at the clubs that players play for. It doesn't matter that a player's maybe playing for, Karabangi Sharks or, Gore or Bandari against someone who's playing in the Premier League or Serie A, because these players at Kenya, I think I can see now that they don't say die, they say never, and they're going to fight to the end. So we've got to be at our very best to get a result.